A goodly evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this Eastern Empire Rebels campaign. You join me outside Constantinople, where, yes, you see it right, the fall of the Eastern Empire is very, very close. Well, not quite all of it. They've still got Greece and their western holdings, but we have essentially kicked them out of all of Asia Minor, in fact of all of Asia, and they are now just left on a little tip of Africa and this part of Greece over here. But we are ready to pounce on that with our suicidal Christian friend over here, Gallus Fundanus, and we have a short peace at the moment with the Eastern Sassanids. I'm not sure the ceasefire will last very long, but it might just give us time to mop up Eastern Rome. So without any further ado, we will start to head into here, and their force, I must say, looks pretty weak. I think we've got this. Let's go and let's clear out the city. With the main forces just setting up on the hill here, we're going to send our cav over to this flank over here. Yes, so we just want to make sure we just kind of get around the general. We're not going to let him escape. There are some committed tenses there. I'm not too worried about them. To be honest, largely speaking, I just want this force to get themselves into position. In fact, they're kind of marching towards me. I'll let them carry on with that for the moment. And we'll just make sure we get around the back of these guys. But the main force is about to engage then, and my archers pulling back. I think we will be able to face these guys over here. Lovely. And our cav can start to swing into their flank. Yes. So let's get all of these cav to slam into that rear there. We get all of our horse archers, those 3 units there. Just swing across the back and, yes, block it up. That would be grand. You throw the javelins into them if you can. Over here we can just try and hold position. All infantry on guard, please. We have this guy rammed into by our cav. It's absolutely fine. He's going to flee because he's absolutely surrounded. And he has been knocked down. That's gone.
The enemy general is dead.
He is dead indeed. And with that, the cavalry, our archer cav more to the point. Yes, they can swing over here and just mop up the rest of them. The rest of you cav. Yeah, we got those guys cleared off. You run over to this flank then. These 3 infantry that have moved back there. You come back and deal with those lads. General, you pick an area. Maybe not the Bosphorans, actually. Okay, fine. He's charged the Bosphorans anyway. It's fine. He broke them. All is good. Get through the line. Marvellous work. And these guys mop up those lads. General will be absolutely fine. You guys get into battle, and the aligning horse archers can just do their work from back there. These cav are all just going to swing this way into the generals, and the general can just mop those lads up. That'll be it. That'll be the battle over. I reckon so. There's only 1 unit that's broken. 1 committed tenses is the first cohort there. Wow, they are fighting on and on and on. Yep, they are indeed. Alright, fine. Let's get those cav back out then. And you guys swing into there. Hit those Sarmatian archers. They won't like it for very long. And these guys can slam back into that guy flank one more time. More veterinarii over there. We can use some fire. Shoot that into them as well. That is the victory. And stop shooting. Frightened rabbits indeed. You guys go mop up those lads. We need the horse archers to make sure that we get everyone. So where are my horse archers? There's some over there apparently. I must have left them there at the start of the battle. I've only just realised. You probably realised a long time ago. It's all fine and dandy. We have cleared them off, and with this, Constantinople, I'm not quite sure why it's sitting quite here. I feel like the city should really be, you know, yeah, here, like at the, you know, at the Straits. But anyway, all is fine. We'll mop up these guys, and I'll catch you back on the campaign map where we can, yes, exterminate the city and enjoy a very, very richly deserved victory. And with a rather grand victory, all is good. That first cohort caused a bit of problems, but in all honesty, I'm quite happy with how we did that. That is extermination time. Yes, I didn't show this last time. We had a little bit better information from the Goths and the Sarmatians, but that Colonia Dacia is actually rebel, not Ostrogoth, weirdly, which is normally what happens when it rebels. But there we are. They're the Ostrogoth rebels, but not the Ostrogoths. Strange, strange times. Strongest faction is now the Western Empire, which makes no sense whatsoever, because very hard on this basically means easy mode for the Western Empire. We'll have a little swing around, we'll see what else is going on in this part of the world. So I wouldn't mind swinging along this way. I'm sure the Huns are around there somewhere. I'm sure I saw them at an earlier point. Oh! Apparently enough of them got away. That's a bit ridiculous. Well, there we are. We'll have to just walk into an empty city very, very soon. We'll use our spy here just to have a little check around. Doesn't look like anyone's here, though. Doesn't look like anyone's here at all. Right, Mr. Vandanis, you can do the same because you have the same issue. The problem is with this is that we actually need a bit more, a few more points, don't we? That's a bit annoying. I can't actually crack in the gate. Ugh. We'll just wait. Yet another turn. Yet another turn. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing on these boats, so we are all safe. You can just head back to port, and you can wait to drown him next time. Absolutely you can. Alright, so we'll keep our spy in there. He is now all trained up. We have some lovely, friendly, friendly rebel guards over there. I can't help but notice you're in my territory, having just agreed this peace treaty, sir. So, yes, maybe we'll just go and kill this spy. There we are. Nice work done. Mission success. He is dead. Maybe we'll go into this guy next. Oh, he's got quite a lot of experience. Probably won't work then in that matter, in that case. Right, move together. You've got yourself a nice army. I have to organise that next time. And yes, our horses will just get themselves gathered somewhere. Let's put them about here. Let us use a bit of the money we've got just to line up a couple hippos. And that would be grand. I think that's the only place I can train hippos still. As I can get archers, I know that much, the Eastern archers, yeah, but no hippos. Bit of a shame. We need the hippodrome, of course, for that one. So I might just get some basic archers here just to top it up. But in all other cases, we're largely pretty much set at this point, aren't we? I guess I can swing this boat over here just to pick up those onagers very, very soon. When we have a little look around the map, it seems like we're going to have to wait a turn to have to crack into both Athens and Constantinople. Well, marching into Constantinople won't exactly be much of a mission. We're just going to let that auto-resolve since we've done the main thing and exterminate. With that, though, the obvious thing of burning down the cathedral. And actually, the monastery, yeah, doesn't actually impact the conversion rate at all. It just brings happiness and lets me train a priest. So I can have Catholic priests. So I can train them so I can then send them out to drown. Perfect, just beautiful. But I will need to go and repair some of these things. Actually, obviously, the first thing I need to do is build sort of Invictus. And to be fair, actually, I might go for Mithras here just because I will be wanting to train troops out of here before too long. But we are pretty happy straight away. How pagan are we over here? Not very at all, 2%, but we will convert very soon. And luckily, because this is Bithynia and Pontus region, Pontus and Bithynia, that's right, yes. So because its borders are over here as well, we actually have the border friction of the religion impacting from over here as well, which is marvellous. That sentence was very, very confusing to anyone who actually speaks English, I'm sure, because I don't think it made any sense. Nonetheless, we will get going with a bit of retraining, to be honest, more than anything else. Quite a lot of these guys took some bad knocks, so we'll just kind of get them retrained. I don't really care that it's being done in an inefficient way. You, sir, need a tiny bit more time to finish up your tower. You probably need a second one anyway, or it's not going to work. So we will let that continue to get sieged. Oh look, the rebels are blockading the port for us. That's lovely. How very helpful of you. That is ideal, actually. So, resistance is futile. You know what? I can probably send these peasants over. It'll just help the numbers, I think. enough to mean that might be able to be done for next turn. One turn! Yes! Well done, peasants. See, whoever said peasants aren't useful, I show you that. Exactly that. So, head into the city then, sir. Marvellous. Yep, here is Porcius. Pagan in that city. Marvellous. Good to know, good to know. I'm actually sending this chap back over here. These fiends went and killed the actual rebels, so we know they are not trustworthy. They're not at peace with them like I am. So I'll send this chap over here and he can carry on that little campaign against those lads. Yes, they're walked away from Jerusalem now, but they're still got in Philadelphia over here, which is just marvellous. Crispus Flavius is walking up to the border. And we can get ourselves set. This is much more organised now, this force. Honestly, very infantry heavy for me. It's not really very usual, but it's probably because I've got the cavalry in a separate force over here. These lads are going to retrain as well. We're getting them all set up for the next campaign. I'm actually sending this chap over here because what you might as well do is go and attack Captain Kaiso over there and send our ship over to Kotais. And at least then when we do have war with these guys again, which, judging by this, might be sooner than we think. This is the remnants of the army we killed last time. Oh yes, he's already just wanted to kill that Berber diplomat, didn't he? Good bit of training that. Yeah, so it means that at least we have a base up here to attack them from, even if we don't have that force ready for Hatra. But honestly, I think they're going to get themselves killed by sending this army in here. I don't think they have an awful lot else from down this way. There's two armies coming over here, but if they're from Ctesiphon, I'm sure we can deal with those quite easily with that huge, powerful army. Now, at the moment, they've obviously had some sort of siege or some sort of rebels around here recently. Nothing else around this part of the world, so we'll just keep an eye on the armies that are coming. There are two forces here. It doesn't look like their infrastructure is that good. They haven't got a lot of their good cavalry units out, which is what kind of terrifies me, is the cavalry. But otherwise, they're not that scary at all, are they? No, they're not. Right, on the map around the map, and next time we can finally see this chap die, or we can try once more to see him die. Oh yes, of course, we have a big pile of money now. I didn't even think about that a minute ago. So actually we need to invest that. So Ephesus will get itself a lovely dockyard. You're going to be tied up for a little while getting your upgrades. We might as well get the highways over here to get our connectivity up at best. Get yourself the Temple of Mithras, Caesarea and Sinope. Get yourself a shipwright. That would be grand. In this part of the world, because we are very well, we have got very behind with our with our infrastructure. So let's just get ourselves a couple bait. Oh, we've even got the mines. Let's just get the mines, and then we can move on. Antioch. Get the full temple to Mithras. Be perfect. Please get the dockyard. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Jerusalem. Do we have anything cheap we can get you? Temple to Mithras is actually one of the cheap ones. You've been needing that upgrade for a long time. We rushed the population there and then never had the money to upgrade it. Slightly rude, to be honest. Son Invictus, get your temple as well. And then Cadonia, you can... Oh yeah, get yourself a shipwright as well. Marvellous. So, good bit of investment. We spent all of our money already, which is probably what you'd expect. I don't think there's anywhere where we desperately need troops right now, apart from just the odd boat here or there, and of course our hippos from its lovely drome. I think then it is time to end our turn, see if anything interesting happens. Rare, I don't cut this out, but probably nothing interesting will happen now. No, nothing at all. Typical, really. Yeah, this guy is just wandering at the moment. Just kind of do a bit of scouting for me. This, yes, the Dalmatian coast. Still Western Rome. I reckon we can get a ceasefire with these lads. Why not? They might take it. Let's do it for all of that. Yeah, marvellous. Alright, they're actually doing pretty well. They haven't fallen apart at all. In fact, yeah, actually, now they've got their proper border here, but they've taken that old rebel settlement from the start of the game. Normally the Saxons take that, but they didn't. They have lost this, though, which I'm guessing is to the rebels. Yes, you can just see Baetica there is the rebels, the Western rebels, of course. So we will continue to send this chap in this direction. We can pick him up on a boat eventually, but for now, ceasefire. That's us. Absolutely, there's a bit of a confusing message there. Hippos, construction. That is lovely. Constantinople. Was that urban barracks in Constantinople? Oh yes, indeed it was, wasn't it? Which is perfect because that gives me the first cohort. Oh yes, that is just beautiful. So we'll get the temple upgrade going because we need to get the pressure, population pressure up. We do need a spy, so you, sir, get into play. Send you into that mountain range because we could really do with having a bit of a view between Sirmium and Thessaloniki. That would very much suit us. So we should have 2 towers now, which would be plenty to do this job. It's just Gnaeus Flavius. I remember you. I don't remember what you did. You were in one of my videos. I don't know what your job was. Anyway, Gnaeus Flavius is going to die, but he won't die until Goddess from Darnus has actually managed to kill himself in the process. This time we're going to do it, damn it. Oh yes, the colossal hill of Athens. No, there's no hill for the damn Parthenon, but no, there is a huge hill at the edge of the... Yeah, obviously that was what's going to happen if you scrolled there, Thomas. Alright, well, we need to find a couple of gaps or a couple of weak bits in this wall because it is a proper wall. Yes, sometimes you can get a gap like this is quite a good spot to attack. So, assuming... Okay, apparently... No, I'm not on that hill, am I? I'm around the other side. Let's have a look at the other side and we'll see if we can find a gap. Wow, I've really clicked in an odd place here. So, yes. This sort of spot here should work. Okay, so I'm going to put one of my towers over here. And I'm going to go put the other one... Oh yeah, actually this isn't a terrible spot. I say that, you got those towers there, so it probably is. I might put this one over here. And it can hopefully wheel around to that position. That'd be ideal. And between them, hopefully we'll open up the gates and we can send this guy to go kill himself. Woo! Okay, you go move like that. And you chaps, head straight into the wall. That should be perfect. I'm pretty sure this position is one of the weak spots on the wall where you don't really get shot unless they get the angles all wrong. Should be in a good position here. If these peasants can get on the wall, then we shouldn't have a problem. It's being shot at the moment, actually. Small bit of shooting. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. All is grand. So as long as we don't have a problem with the towers.
Now the real fight begins.
Yep, get at the walls. Come on. Yay, no problem. No glitching this time. Right, to be honest, guys, you might as well dump it because we're not going to need it. Dump it. Thank you. And you wander over there. The peasants will do all of the hard work for us now. Perfect. Steve is up. Hi, Steve. No. Hello. Okay, I'm not very good at my camera work today. Hello, Steve. Right, Steve's going to go and run all the way along here. Why no one else is there yet, I don't know. That wasn't really run, was it? That's run. So if we speed that up, he'll just skitter his way along all these towers, and that will be perfect.
The walls are taken.
Oh no, the peasants have hit the dangerous part of the walls where they all get shot. Run, my peasant friends. Run, you magnificent fools. Whatever that word was supposed to be. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me when this fool over here walks upon this grand temple. Just picture yourself what that Christian little hovel normally looks like in the middle of these plazas. And now look at the beauty, the majesty, the awe-inspiring brilliance that is our pagan temple. Oh, this is what the anarchy is about, sir. If this can't convert you, then I don't know what will. I do not know, sir. I find it strange, actually, in some ways, that the game doesn't have a thing where it ends up... Well, they end up getting converted because they've been in pagan places for long enough. I would have thought that might be a thing. But, oh well. Alas it is not. So we're just going to get our people lined up, and then our Christian chap here can go run off to his death. Woo! Oh, he's going to run away again, I know it. I don't know how we're going to kill this guy. Whenever I want someone to die, they just... It's just sod's law, really, isn't it? I just paused that at the most dramatic part of the music. Alas, well, let's just send him in. Actually, no, let's not. I still want to get the javelins in. It still does help. It certainly does help with us actually managing to do the job. So I'm going to get him lined up nonetheless. Archers are now shooting in, which should draw them in any moment now. You are under attack, sirs. You better flee then, better you. General, charge in! Smashy, smashy. Is he ever going to gain any experience or win any of these battles? The answer, obviously, is no. And he's not even in range of the javelins this time. But with the background of the beautiful temple, we will see him die. And I think this is the way that it's supposed to happen, actually. We're supposed to see him die like this. There's their general, actually. He's quite exposed, isn't he? Where's our chap? There he is. Yes, with the temple there behind you. To watch you die. Oh, he's running away again. Come on, get him. Get him. Get him. No. Once again. Will he ever just die? Is he going to come back? Tell me he has to come back this time. Come on. He killed about 2. He's back. He wants to die under the pagan temple like all good and honest Romans should. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, this time, sir. This time you must die. Oh, yes, we can do it. You guys coming throw your javelins in. Come on. Look at the temple and tell me, sir, that you do not want to fall for its majesty. And he's gone! Yes! He's gone! He is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Now we've actually got to win this battle. No. This is a slight problem. There's a slight problem here. I'll tell you what, we'll let these guys fight on a little bit. Actually, no, the Cav can come and help. The Cav can come and help. We've got the horse archers. I still actually want to take Athens. But there we are, under the shadow of a great, great temple. He died at last. I think that's what he really needed. I think he just, you know, the gods wanted him to die that way. Just wanted him to die like a true pagan should. He wasn't a true pagan, but you know what I mean. It's all the same at this point. All the same. Right, come on, chaps. Let's deal with this lad too. He's surrounded. Push him off the plaza, and then we can win all things merry and golden. We're losing a lot of men, aren't we? Yes, we are. But they're off the plaza. It's only the last chap left. I'm going to guess he's Christian. I don't actually know. Oh no, he was very Christian, wasn't he? Woohoo! Yes, they are cheering. They are absolutely gallant with joy for Athens. Athens, the true home of culture and wonder in the world, underneath the Parthenon itself. That is where Gallus Vandanus died. Oh yes, the walls did shake. They did shake indeed. And things could not be more ideal, ladies and gentlemen. That is Athens, and that is the extermination. And the heroic... No. He ran away. So actually did come back this time. The only credit I will give him is that I think he clearly turned pagan towards the end. I think he clearly had thoughts about paganism at the end. And it just made him turn back to fight for that great epic temple of Artemis there over the city. Either way, he needs to die because he was a Christian and a thief for two. Why are you here? Ha! Interesting. Oh, this is from my video. Why is she popped up now? Athens wasn't one of the cities, was it? Apparently it was. I don't want to click the show me how button, do I? I kind of want you to go away, actually. I don't want to trigger that. Obviously, I didn't realise I'd used that particular coding for this game. Yep, that's the one where you can play as them as soon as they emerge, but we're already emerged. So there we go. Yeah, we're going to have this problem now. I'm going to have to go change the coding for Athens so that this isn't happening. I thought it was this city and this city. Why is it doing it for Athens? That is bizarre. Yeah, if anyone can tell me why it's doing that, I'd love to know. I would love to know. Right, we can actually retrain our forces a little bit here. Let's not get that straight away. That probably isn't the best idea, because actually what we want to do is get ourselves sorted. The Sun Invictus is definitely for lovely Athena. Did I say Artemis before? I obviously went completely mental. I think I've been playing Civilization 6, and I built the Temple of Artemis in my city. I think that's what it was. Marvellous. Right. Yeah, let's just get the mind. Sod it. Sod everything I just said. Let's get ourselves some infantry, and Athens is now ours as well. We could do with a general this past the... Oh, my days, women, just go away. Right, more money, which means we can add to our investments with any luck. You, sir, can you head out with your army minus, I don't know, a couple units? It's happy enough for the short term. We'll just put a watchtower on this first little spot here, just to give us a little poke of sight. Yes, I think we might do that. I'm just going to plonk one over in this direction as well, and that way we can see a little bit more. We should be fine, actually. I'm going to get some Bosphorus spear. Actually, don't need them over here. I'll get the hippos, because hippos are rare to be purchased. I still can't even get them here, actually. There's no cavalry stable, so I can't. I'm actually two tech things away from it. I might get working on that once we built the temple, though. So that is a good position to be in. Ephesus, you can start getting us some more troops. Actually, no, get us a... I say that boat isn't going to help us at all, is it? Let's just get going with this for now. We'll get some highways. Ephesus was amazingly underdeveloped, wasn't it? Salamis. What do you want after that? Because you're quite important for us. Get the Bath because you're growing quite handily. And where is this lad going? I really don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this chap over here. We can't do any more, but Captain Kaiso, yep, he will have to go down next time. He's only a small force. It won't be too much of a problem. Most of this 10,000 I might hold back on, actually. I can possibly get a unit or two in these cities for the moment. Let's get a couple of Eastern archers there because I can. Albeit, actually, it might be worth sending... Yeah, we've got some space in the army. Send those lads over in that direction. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Perfect. Now, Tarsus, you're always pretty happy, aren't you? So we will just get you one more unit so we can keep that to spare. 12, but that's quite low, 12%. What about this lad over here, 26? No, let's just get some slightly easier pickings for now. Maybe we should... yeah, we can't quite reach him. That's annoying, isn't it? Oh, no, we can. He's just in the way. We'll hack that guy down next time if there's no one interested in Hatra. Indeed, it's just one unit there. Alright, well, tell you what, I'm going to mop around the map a little bit, get a few troops here or there, but I might actually keep a bit of my money ready for next time. Yes, we'll see what happens at our end turn, and we'll start to plot what our next move is, because with the Eastern Empire looking pretty darn destroyed, kind of thinking we need to now figure out what our next step is going to be. We're going to mop this up, but yes, where do you want to create a... Well, we probably need, if you spies this area, and figure out what's going on with all of the Horde factions, because I could really do with knowing a little bit more about that. Certainly need to retrain my forces here, though. That is something that I know is true. Now, will you inspire nearby troops for us as well? I don't think it actually matters what your what your religion is anyway. Oh well, that'd be amusing if it did. That would indeed be amusing. Right, I'm up around the map, and I'll catch you next turn. Another one of their assassins goes down, which is perfect. This guy's getting quite good now. He's getting himself a poisoner. That's Julianus the Killer. Great name. Can't argue with that now, can you? Right, so as we pull things together towards the end of this episode, what we really need to start doing is get this lady to stop for one. We need to start doing is getting our spies into... Oh! Well... We might realise now why there was no support army that came along. We might be slowed down. You know what? I'm going to build up my forces, actually. Yes, you're right, lady. Yes, I will. These... Right, well, let's go head up north and see what other hordes are around and see if we want to make some friends. Because we might... Actually, to be fair, they're going to knock out a lot of their strength. They don't have an awful lot here. They do decide to settle, and they probably will in Thessalonica. It's a big enough city for them to like settling in. Yeah, they're not going to have an awful lot of army left. I can probably deal with those chaps, but I'd have to kill every last man, wouldn't I? Yes, all of the family members would have to be killed. Alright, well, we'll send you over here. Build your watchtower. Build tower. I build tower. I speak without words in middle. Alright, well, you, sir, can head back to Constantinople. And we'll just build up some defences in the city there. Now, I'm very short on manpower, aren't I, in terms of generals. I need to do a battle 2 without a general and get a man of the hour. So, maybe I can send in like these 2 units to go and attack these guys, and maybe we'll get a new general from some more hippos. That'd be grand. Let's have a go at that then. There's nothing too tricky to deal with here. No Illuminati and some peasants. We can do this. Let's go.
This is a fine day to be a Roman going into battle. Every day is a fine day for a battle when your heart is set on doing your duty. So, let your battle cry be victory! Victory and glory to Rome!
Yeah, inspirational stuff, sir. I didn't catch your name, but I'm sure we'll get it at the end when we win the battle. So, let's get going then. Swing forward at them, tearing apart the grass. Let's hear those hippos roar. Right, if we get ourselves over in this position here, that'd be grand. And we can see what we can do to them. We can see ourselves a lovely little harbour over there. That's magnificent. That's fine. We will... Yep, they're getting into position. So we'll pull back. And yeah, we're now going to throw javelins into your own peasants. No, not quite. Oh well, we'll try again. We'll try again. Illuminati being pulled out of position, which should mean we get all sorts of good side and rear shots in very, very soon. That very much works for me. And as soon as they stop to shoot us, if indeed they're going to do that, no, then we'll just run away. But we're going to run away anyway. This is good. They are going to get themselves killed. And these are the fact that the Limitane. I know I always call them Liminati, as if they're the Illuminati. But yes, they are Limitane, not Liminati. Either way, they are useless, as we know. It's because they're not true Romans, are they? And they're not true anarchy rebels. Even, in fact, they're not even rebels. Absolute fools. Right, well, you guys can go and do some skirmishing with them. You guys can charge in. It's the time for the hippo charge. Charge at the peasants. Marvellous. Not the best hippo charge in the world. Oh no, it did the job. Did the job. Actually, that was the general unit. So actually, I am pleased. I am pleased. So, you guys continue to chase those lads down. Over here, we can swing up. Oh no, get out of the range! Get out of range! I don't want a single hippo to die today. I don't know, we might have already lost one. I'm not generally sure. Oh, has he fled again? We're just making him flee multiple times, which is brilliant for their morale, I'm sure. And we're just going to pull back. Just keep on horse archering around. And the hippo's coming in. I think we lost a hippo or two. We lost a hippo or two. That is very sad. Very sad indeed. But it's fine. We are chopping them down once more.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear.
And that's the third rout in a minute or so. Perfect. Time for the general to get his fill of hippo charge. So, gnash your teeth and smash them. That is just glorious. Look at those hippos stomp. And that is the battle there. That is the battle there. Let's slaughter them all. We've lost a couple horses and that's about it. But more importantly, we lost a couple hippos, who are obviously as important as the horses. Stop shooting that hippo! Oh, it's annoying. Just cut them. That will do. Thank you.
All Rome will be amazed at such a victory. The day is ours!
The day is indeed ours, squeaking narrator man. They had 8 kills, which is sad. We lost a few hippos. But as we march along the coast, yes! Captain Gallus, the pagan. Well, we indeed wanted that. Thank you, sir. I'm glad the game understands what I want right now. Okay. I don't really know what I'm going to do with you now. Right, well, you can take... These are kind of your hippos now, I feel. So... Oh, I don't know what to do. I feel like you need some new recruit. Well, you can hire some new recruits later. You sir can take your hippos and you can go off over here, over to Caesarea, and you can kind of try and work out what we're doing in the middle of Asia Minor. That would be marvellous. Could do with some watchtowers. I do like a watchtower too. If we can find another random engagement somewhere, that'd be grand. We can get some more chaps to come and join our cause. Be just perfect. When you get on the boats, you head up And you go there. Catase is looking fairly quiet. Head in there. It's rioting right now. That might actually flip straight over to us on the end turn. If we're lucky, that would be ideal. It's not that big, so it shouldn't be a problem in terms of paganism and Christianity. So we will give that a good go. That is certainly for sure. Right, we've got the slight problem that they are spreading their Sassanidism over to us. In fact, I might just stand slightly in their boundaries just to start causing that problem for them. If they're going to start standing in my territory, I'll stand in theirs. That's how all diplomacy gets solved, doesn't it? Oh, just my, oh my, oh my. Yes, the Huns are going to be an interesting one. We'll still need to keep a good eye on that. Ah, they've left it and they've sacked it. That was unexpected, which means Thessalonica now is now an allied city. Yeah, it's now a rebel city, so I'm going to have to leave Thessalonica alone, which is interesting. So, most advanced faction, the Western Empire. Faction announcements. Priests on Invictus, as you should, sir, as you should indeed have with you. And Lawyers to Revolt in Catase. Yes, I did just help cause that. And you, sir, you're Christian. We just got rid of the last Christian. Well, I think I know how we're going to end today's episode then, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to watch this chap get himself killed, aren't we? Lovely. So, no, your people aren't necessarily going to follow that ideal, are they? They're going to destroy the Christian chapel. We're going to build a temple to Sol Invictus. And I think we are honestly just going to build a huge pile of peasants. And they're trying to see if we can sort out the problem there. Yes, this might be a bit of an issue. Anyway, sir, you are going to take on these lads. And I think to end off the episode here, we will get rid of the slight Christian problem we have in this part of the world. And then we can send Lucius Civilis to go and finish it off. Let's go in and let's get rid of this guy too. Right, charge straight into that unit of spearmen. Charge! Yes! And charge through him. Marvellous work. Good, sir. He's actually the one stuck at the back there. And swing back in for another charge. Blow the horn of destiny. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do that to protect my general. I don't want you to be protected. Oh, well. He's still eager, apparently, which is interesting. He hasn't lost anyone yet, but he's definitely lost his... Well, he's lost one or two, maybe. But he's definitely lost his hit points, I will tell you that much. Go smash into those guys. Finish off that one unit. That'd be grand. Right, now, let's try and get ourselves stuck in the middle of a massive melee here. So if we swing across here, I wouldn't mind getting rid of these archers before I face the army, actually. So if we swing into them. Yes, good. Oh, that's a good set of javelins in the side of us. Marvellous. This is fun. I like sending someone out to go and fight to his doom. Because it's just kind of win-win, really. Unless, of course, he doesn't die and then I lose. But, you know, then I've won. Right, we're going to get him stuck in the middle of this massive melee. If those peasants want to pin us in, that'd be grand. He is now fleeing. Is he going to get away? Yes, because the Alani horse archers are way too lazy to actually hunt him down properly. Come on. Oh, of course, he's the only unit in the battle. These Christians. These Christians. You're not helping me, sir. You're causing problems in the city. Well, that's an annoying end, isn't it? Well, it's fine. Look at all of these great temples we have built around the Empire, people. Temples everywhere. Constantinople, get the next level one, please. Yes, look at all of these lovely, lovely temples and this damn woman from the coding issue that I need to deal with. Okay, get the dockyards, and yes, next time, we'll see if these guys are going to come for us down in Athens, because if they do, we might have a problem, because that, yeah, if they haven't settled the city, they've got too many forces for me, especially if I don't sort out any archers. Yeah, I've got a problem there. Right, Cadonia, if you can start getting me some archers, that would be a good plan, methinks. That indeed would be a good thing. So, actually, speaking of that, the Western Roman Empire, the Eastern Roman Empire, so they only have 2 cities left. They have this, And they have this. So presumably their generals lie up here only. Now I'm pretty sure if we kill them, we become them, because we usurped them. We have become the empire. Obviously we have reformed it as the anarchy in that instance. So I'd be interested to see, what happens when it indeed comes to that. But that will perhaps happen next time. We'll see about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a bit precarious. That's a bit of a weird outpost to have without these two cities. So we'll start sending the assassins, I think. I think so indeed. Did I have an assassin here or did he die? I think he died, didn't he? Bit of a shame. That. So we will sort that out for next time, ladies and gentlemen, when we deal with the Hun problem, as well as how we finish off the Eastern Empire, because we are very close to getting rid of every last one of them. As for the Sassanids, they seem to be poking round, and I think we're certainly going to be ready for this war when it eventually does. Ah! Damn it, rebels! I like you, but you're in my way now. Just some peasants too. I might bribe them. Might be the best way of doing it. We'll get. Alright, I could do that with Better City. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on now. I feel like we've had a successful day, all things considered. We have sorted out Constantinople, of course. We have taken Athens. We managed to kill the Don Christian. And we managed to pick up another one almost immediately. We'll deal with that problem in good time. But on the note of the Huns looming upon us, we start to think about new problems. But I am Thomas. This has been Tennis Human, and this has been the Eastern Empire Rebels campaign. Thank you! And bye-bye. Let us have a moment for Domino then, a giant of a commander who, frankly, I completely let down. Here! Yes! That was so good! We'll shoot them as they land. Ow! No, we're fine! Everything is fine! Panic over! It's only a horde of Vikings, it's not actually a problem.